Hey cat people, let's talk about something that hits close to home for all of us who share our lives with these incredible creatures, their safety. We build our worlds around them. We create these amazing vertical spaces. We give them puzzle feeders. We do everything we can to enrich their lives and speak their language. But sometimes the biggest dangers aren't the obvious ones. They're lurking right in our kitchens, on our countertops, and in our own snack bowls. We think we're sharing a treat, a little sign of love, but we could be offering them something truly harmful. It all comes down to understanding their unique biology. Cats aren't just small dogs or furry little humans. They are obligate carnivores with a digestive system fine-tuned over millennia for a very specific diet. Their bodies just can't process many of the things we eat every day. As a cat owner, it's crucial to know which foods and substances can be harmful to your feline friend. Let's explore some common items that you should keep away from your cat. This isn't about fear-mongering, it's about empowerment. It's about giving you the knowledge you need to be the best possible guardian for your cat. So today we're going to dive deep into the Cat Mojo perspective on nutrition and safety. We'll break down 7 common human foods that are absolute no-goes for our feline family members. We'll talk about why they're dangerous and what they can do to a cat's system. Because being a confident cat guardian means being an informed one. Let's get into it and make sure our homes are the true sanctuaries our cats deserve. Alright, let's start with a big one, something many of us love: chocolate. We see it as this decadent, wonderful treat, but for a cat, it's poison. Pure and simple. The problem lies with 2 key ingredients found in cacao: theobromine and caffeine. While we humans can metabolize these compounds just fine, cats can't. Their systems are simply not built for it, and these substances build up to toxic levels very, very quickly. Even a small amount, especially of dark or baking chocolate, which has the highest concentration, can be incredibly dangerous. It's not a treat. It's a ticket to the emergency vet. The symptoms of chocolate poisoning are serious and scary. We're talking about heart palpitations, muscle tremors, seizures, and in the worst cases, it can be fatal. Think about it from your cat's perspective. Their world is suddenly thrown into chaos from the inside out. Their heart is racing, their body is shaking, and they have no idea why. So this is a hard line, a non-negotiable. Keep all chocolate in any form, candy bars, cocoa powder, brownies, you name it, locked away and out of reach. Your cat's life literally depends on it. Next up is a category of ingredients that are staples in almost every human kitchen: onions, garlic, chives, and leeks, the whole allium family. We use them for flavor in almost everything we cook, from sauces to soups to stir-fries. But what makes our food taste so good is precisely what makes it so dangerous for our cats. These plants contain compounds called disulfides and thiosulfates. When a cat ingests these, they can go on the attack, targeting the very essence of their circulatory system, their red blood cells. This is a serious issue. These compounds cause oxidative damage to the red blood cells, leading to a condition called Heinz body hemolytic anemia. That's a mouthful, but what it means is that the cells that carry oxygen throughout your cat's body are being destroyed. You might notice symptoms like lethargy, weakness, pale gums, or even a reddish tint to their urine. The scary part is that it doesn't always take a huge amount, and the effects can be cumulative. So be vigilant about food scraps and make sure your cat isn't licking plates or getting into any dishes seasoned with these ingredients. This one is a classic, an image we've seen in cartoons and storybooks for generations: a cute little kitten happily lapping up a saucer of milk. I'm here to tell you to throw that image right out the window. It's a myth, and it's a harmful one. Here's the biological reality. Most adult cats are lactose intolerant. Just like some humans, they lack the necessary enzyme, lactase, to properly break down the lactose, which is the sugar found in cow's milk. As kittens, they have this enzyme to digest their mother's milk, but they lose it as they mature. So what happens when you give an adult cat a bowl of cow's milk? You're setting them up for a world of digestive misery. The undigested lactose sits in their gut, ferments, and draws water into the intestines. This leads to bloating, gas, stomach cramps, and most commonly, diarrhea. It's uncomfortable, it's messy, and it provides absolutely no nutritional benefit to them. If you want to give your cat a liquid treat, stick to fresh water. That's all they need to stay hydrated and healthy. Let's bust this myth for good and keep the milk for our own cereal. This next one is particularly insidious because these fruits seem so harmless, so natural. I'm talking about grapes and their dried-up cousins, raisins. For reasons that scientists are still trying to fully understand, these fruits are highly toxic to both cats and dogs. The exact substance that causes the poisoning is unknown, but the effect is devastatingly clear. It can cause rapid, acute kidney failure. This is not something to take lightly. Kidney failure is an incredibly serious and often irreversible condition. The terrifying part is that it doesn't take a large quantity. Even a single grape or a few raisins can be enough to trigger a toxic reaction in a susceptible cat. The signs of poisoning might start with vomiting and hyperactivity, but they can quickly progress to lethargy, depression, and a lack of appetite as the kidneys begin to shut down. Because we don't know the exact toxic dose, the only safe approach is total avoidance. Keep that fruit bowl off limits and be extra careful about things like trail mix or fruitcakes that might contain hidden raisins. Now let's talk about two substances that should be common sense. But honestly, you'd be surprised how often accidents happen. Alcohol and caffeine. A cat's body is so much smaller and their metabolism is so different from ours that even a tiny amount of these can have a massive toxic impact. Alcohol in any form, beer, wine, liquor, even in food, can cause vomiting, diarrhea, difficulty breathing, tremors, central nervous system depression, coma, and even death. It's a straight-up poison to them, and there is just no safe amount. Caffeine is just as dangerous. We find it in coffee, tea, soda, energy drinks, and as we discussed, chocolate. For a cat, a large dose of caffeine can actually be fatal. It acts as a powerful stimulant, causing the same kinds of symptoms we see with chocolate poisoning: restlessness, rapid breathing, heart palpitations, and muscle tremors. Your morning coffee or that energy drink you left on the counter could seriously be a death sentence for a curious cat. This is really about vigilance. Never leave alcoholic drinks or caffeinated beverages unattended where your cat can get to them. So far, we've focused on toxicity, things that poison a cat from the inside. But we also need to talk about mechanical dangers, specifically bones. It might seem natural, right? A cat is a carnivore, so bones should be fine. Wrong. Cooked bones, especially from poultry like chicken or turkey, are a huge risk. The cooking process makes them brittle, and they can easily splinter when a cat chews on them. These sharp fragments can cause devastating injuries as they travel through the digestive system. Imagine a sharp piece of bone lodging in your cat's throat, causing them to choke. Or worse, imagine it perforating their stomach or intestines. This can lead to life-threatening internal bleeding and severe infections like peritonitis. It's an absolute emergency. The same goes for other choking hazards like small, hard pieces of food or other non-food items they might find. A cat's raw diet in the wild consists of very small prey where the bones are tiny, soft, and digestible. Nothing like a cooked chicken wing. Stick to commercially prepared, balanced cat food to keep them safe. Finally, let's discuss a danger that's more of a slow burn than an immediate crisis: human foods that are high in sodium and fat. This includes things like potato chips, processed meats like bacon or deli ham, and greasy fried foods. While a tiny nibble might not send you rushing to the vet, making a habit of sharing these foods can lead to serious long-term health problems for your cat. Their bodies are just not designed to handle high levels of salt or fat. Excess sodium can lead to salt poisoning, causing symptoms like vomiting, diarrhea, excessive thirst, and urination, and in severe cases, tremors and seizures. But more commonly, a diet consistently high in salt and fat contributes to obesity, which is a major gateway to other health issues like diabetes, arthritis, and heart disease. It can also lead to pancreatitis, a painful and serious inflammation of the pancreas. We want our cats to live long, healthy, and vibrant lives. That means respecting their dietary needs and resisting the urge to share our unhealthy snacks, no matter how much they beg. So there you have it, 7 common human foods that pose a real threat to our cats. It might seem like a lot to remember, but it all boils down to one simple principle. Your cat's food should be their food, and our food should be ours. Creating these boundaries isn't about depriving them. It's about protecting them. It's about honoring their unique nature and ensuring the environment we provide for them is as safe as it is loving. Being a true guardian for your cat means being their advocate, their protector, and their source of safety in a human world full of potential hazards. Remember that a cat's curiosity is one of their most wonderful traits. but it can also get them into trouble. They will explore, they will sniff, and they will want to taste what you're having. It's up to us to be the responsible ones, to keep counters clear, to secure our trash, and to educate ourselves. Always be mindful of what your cat has access to, and consult your veterinarian if you're unsure about the safety of any food or substance. Keeping your cat safe is a top priority. Your vet is your greatest partner in this journey of feline wellness. Thank you for taking the time to learn how to better protect your feline family members. By being informed, you're strengthening the bond you share with your cat, a bond built on trust and care. You are your cat's whole world, and making that world a safe one is the greatest gift you can give them. Keep watching, keep learning, and as always, let's keep working to build a better world for cats.